Welcome to Jay's Daily Pre-Market Briefing for March the 5th, 2018. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Starting off with crude oil here. Crude oil did pop below this minor area here, 60.81 to 60.54. I've adjusted a little bit. Notice though, no close below that area again. 60.81 to 60.54, no close below it. We poked down there 2 days last week, Thursday and Friday, and rejected back up with a close back up on Friday. And here during the Asian session, we're pretty much at the close of Friday. So I would be looking at my expectation on crude is actually for it to go up and test that 62.10 to 62.69 area and beyond. That's what I think it will do based on rejecting that minor area. However, again, the key is it has to get through that area first. So if you're going to be looking for the short side, I would see if we get a move up to 62.10 or between 62.10 and 62.69, and you can look for a short somewhere in there with the anticipation of it coming back down through that 54 to 81 level and down to the 59s and 58s. If that doesn't happen, if it keeps on trucking to the upside, well, 62.69 is the key. If we get above there, then we're probably going much higher up to test the high 66s, and as I mentioned before, probably on to the 67s. You've got a couple important areas up there: 66.81, 67.06, and 67.32. I think that's where we'll go once we break 62.69. But for today, really we're caught between these two zones. So watch what happens. The 62.10 to 69 zone, above it, longs, below it, shorts. And we still have to break through and get a close here below the 60.54 level. So that would be the plan for today on crude. Moving along to gold. Gold, similar story, popped slightly below on Thursday. Solid rejection. We got two dojis in a row on this daily chart, and this is the key area. It should break through here. I don't anticipate that it won't. 1327.8 to 1331 should get through there, I don't think, without too much trouble, and move on to retest 68.2. I mean, if it gets up to the 68.2 area, I anticipate it going through that to at least 1381.1 and beyond to 14.067 as we've discussed previously. However, if we were to fail here for some reason and get back below 13.077, then we're looking into the high to mid 1250s, with the first areas to watch 1288.8 and 1271.8 on gold. Moving along to the euro. Euro, we did get a close below last week on Wednesday, and then immediately Thursday we get a close back above this level, 22.48 to 22.11.5, and we're currently still above 123.31. So I'm anticipating we're going to test the 126s and beyond to get up into the 127s. So for today, you probably want to be looking at targets 24.16, 25.38. And if for some reason we got a really big move up today, then 26.15 is probably in play. If that scenario does not play out, the key will be, do we get back below 122.11.5? If we do, you can pretty much rest assured that we're going to be testing the 120 handle, so 1978.5. That's what I'd expect today if we got below 121.28. So your first target would be 120.128 on the short side, and second target 1978.5. Keep in mind there will probably be some kind of bounce or reaction at the 120 handle. Moving along to Bitcoin. Bitcoin continuing to fight back here and move up. As I mentioned before previously, 1290 to 13495. That's the key resistance area. Watch what happens when we get up there. I am anticipating a test of that area, since we got such a nice reaction off our 91.10 to 95.15 zone. So watch that today. We might get there today, maybe, if not, maybe tomorrow. And see if there's any interest to go short there, whatever your entry algorithm is. Watch it and keep your eye on it once we get into this zone 12.190 to 13.495. If we do turn around, the key to the downside action is going to be that 91.10 to 95.15 zone, below 91.10. Anticipating that we'll get back below 6,000 and beyond on Bitcoin futures. Moving along to the Nasdaq. Nasdaq, similar look to gold and crude oil. You know, we got a couple days, Thursday and Friday last week. We just poked below that 30 quarter and 48 quarter zone. Some nice tails in there, and notice both tails rejected almost to the tick to the minor levels just below that, just below 6,700 and right around 6,650. And then both of them immediately close higher up above the 48 quarter to 30 quarter zones once again. So I'd be favoring the upside on Nasdaq, with the key area for resistance being 68.57 half and 69.04 quarter. If we get through that, I'm expecting into the 7,000s, 7,019 quarter, 7,074 quarter. However, if we get back below 67.30 quarter, I think that will signal that we're going to continue much lower. So I'd be targeting the just below the 6,600 area and beyond, probably into the 6,400s, if not to test that February low swing back there that happened around February 8th or 9th, which is actually much lower. But I think the first major area, once we get through 6,600, is going to be that 6,400, so 63.95 to 63.74. But for today, key levels on the upside: 68.57 half, 69.04 quarter. To the downside, 67.30. If it gets through there, then should be more downside into just below the 6,600 area. Moving along to the bonds. Bonds looked like they were going to take off. Did have a couple nice up days from the 142.17 to 142.12 zone. We did get above 144. I think it's just coming back in here. However, if it does come back down, you know, we could retest 142.17, 142.12, and 142.06, and that would probably offer us the support. If not, if it is on the short side, if you are on the short side, then those are some nice targets, and with the ultimate target being 141.10. However, I am expecting the bonds to continue up and go up and retest that 148 area. So for today, this is the key area: 143.22 to 144.01. Above it, look for the long side. Below it, you can try the short side, and you've got targets on either side on the 30-year bond. We belong to YM, Dow E-mini futures. Unlike the Nasdaq, move back up here. It got below our 24,701 to 24,729 zone, and we did get some bounces, but I'm expecting 24,115 to 23,996 as targets to the downside. Or if we come back up today, that's going to be the key. The 24,701 to 729 zone, does it hold? So watch that area today. So 24,701, 24,729, that zone on the upside, that's going to offer us resistance, and support should come in 24,115 to 23,996. Finally, moving on to the yen futures here, right into our zone on Friday. That's going to be the key. Watch the zone that comes in between 95,000 and 95,200 and 94,400. So those are going to be the main zones to watch. Above it, you're probably looking at 96,050, and below the 94,400 zone there, you're probably looking at least 93,600 on the yen futures. So an added bonus day of multiple markets. I'll give you information in future videos about the subscription service and other services we're going to be providing. In the meantime, trade well, control risk, have a great week, and we'll see you in the next video.